and welcome back to my channel. So here we are, 4 days post-op and the boobies are done. Woohoo! So I'm just going to go through a little bit of what the surgeon actually went for in the end. So I have a Nagel in Pleo, I have round textured, and he went for 460 cc's, and I also have over the muscle, moderate profile, and he did the inframammary incision. So obviously I'm very bloated at the moment and swollen. The swelling is quite here around my stomach, on these side bits, but yeah, so far so good. Like, I'm really happy with all the progress so far. Like I said, it is day 4 today. Days 1, 2, 3, they weren't really bad, to be honest. My boobs have not been the problem. On Sunday, which was day 2, the problem that I had was my stomach was so bloated, obviously from having the codeine and you know, from the swelling from the operation. TMI, but not going to the toilet for a good 3 days as well. I was just in bits, to be honest, with my stomach, and I was being really sick. That's just how my body is with any kind of tablets, and codeine, it's always made me very sick. So I have dropped that now because, to be honest, I don't really need the pain relief anyway. If I'm honest, the pain all the way through, it's never really gone above a 5. I don't know if that's because, obviously, I've touched on before that I did breastfeed, so my boobs did get quite big, and they did obviously stretch before, so I don't know if my recovery is a bit better because my boobs have already done the stretching. I don't know, but I'm really happy. Like, I've not really had any pain. Could I go on a night out right now? No, I couldn't. They do feel tight, and it does get sore, obviously, where the incisions are, I'm not going to lie, but like I say, it's very controllable. I'm on antibiotics 3 a day, paracetamol as and when I need them, and like I say, they prescribe me codeine as well, but I've never really acted very well to that, so I'm better not taking it because I just can't deal with being sick. It's just horrible. But yeah, the surgeon was so happy because I did have the sagging, of course, and I was only like 1 centimetre or so away from having to have an uplift and implants. The surgeon said it exceeded his expectations and he was really, really happy. So that made me feel happy. I can now say as well where I had them done. I had them done at the Nuffield Hospital. There are many branches all over the UK, and obviously it is a private hospital that specialises with cosmetic surgery also. Highly recommend. Honest to God, my journey from beginning to end of going to that hospital, I was not nervous at all until I was in the little room before I went into the surgery to have the IV, which was a funny story. So yeah, all the nurses were absolutely lovely and they were so reassuring. They had all the answers, and yeah, I had a brilliant experience. So I would highly, highly recommend the Nuffield Hospital group. Obviously, I'm just me, like, I've not even really got many subscribers or anything. Definitely not being paid to say this. It's just my honest journey with the Nuffield group. I would highly recommend. Like, I don't plan on having anything else done because I'm so squeamish and blood phobic that I think a lot of my sickness was to do with the things that are going on inside my boobs. My nipples kind of woke up 2 days after. I have got feeling in them if I do that, which is a bit weird, I know. But I have got feeling in them. They're not numb, which kind of shocked me as well. I don't know if this is because I've gone over the muscle, not under. I don't know, but I'm just really happy. Like, they're definitely here. They're very high at the moment, of course. I have got a microform. I'm not going to show anything. Don't ban me, YouTube. But this microfoam is it's across here, and it's also underneath and down at the sides and down in the middle. It's basically like a sticker. Like, it really sticks hard into your skin. I have obviously been having a little sneak peek down there, and I like what I see. I get all this taken off a week after my surgery, so that'll be this coming Friday. It's Tuesday today, and just look and see if the incisions are healing as they should, which I think they are because I don't feel any way. My left hand side is more painful than the right hand side, but the nurse did make me aware that that's quite normal actually, and that you can have one side that's different to the other. This side I can feel like I've got more changes going on in this side quicker. I keep getting like a bit of a suction feeling in this one, which is not painful, just weird. And I think that's kind of where the implant and my breast tissue are kind of like merging and becoming friends. When this nipple did kind of first wake up as well, it was like a really sharp feeling into like the centre of my nipple, which was uncomfortable. It was a little bit painful, that feeling. I've not had that one in this side as yet. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. When she took the drain out of this one, the stitch was a bit tight, so I did feel her take the stitch out of this one. And you do feel them obviously take the tube of the drains out. I was dreading this bit, but it wasn't bad. Honestly, it's not bad at all. She made me do some breathing exercises beforehand and then just gently ease them out, which was fine. So yeah, I don't know why I was so bothered about them. They did make me a bit sick when I saw them, but honestly, they were just like water bottles. They were like that big. They weren't full or anything. If anything, they had such a little bit of, you know, like blood fluid in them. But if you're a squeamish person, you've got a blood phobia, then it is what it is. You can't really do anything about that. So I was sick when I first seen them, even though they weren't bad. But I knew I would be anyway. Like I'd said, I wouldn't have been surprised if I passed out. I didn't pass out, which was good. These sticker bits are right in my armpit and they're a bit itchy. Like you can see, I keep scratching them. A little bit here as well that's a bit itchy. So yeah, I'm looking forward to having this tape off, to be honest, because I can't really see them while this is on. Well, you can see them, but like not properly. So yeah, I'm so happy with everything that I've had so far. So here's to the rest of my healing. I'm just taking my time. Due to the codeine, I have been very nappy, and just having little naps whenever I feel like it. But that's quite nice actually, because I work full time. I've got 2 kids. I don't really have a chance to have any granny naps or kind of downtime as such, because I'm always so busy doing everything as we are. But yeah, I'm so happy. Like I'm completely taken aback by how my recovery is. From all the videos that I've watched on here and research that I've done, I just had it in my head it was going to be so horrific, and it's not. Like obviously everyone's completely different, and maybe it's because of how he's put this tape on, I don't know, but I've got complete movement. I'm not doing too much. I washed my hair, dried it and straightened it today just by leaning over the bath with the shower head. That was fine. If anything kind of feels like it's pulling a bit too much, which I haven't obviously tested myself to that point, because why would I? But if anything does feel a bit sore, then, you know, that's just your body's way of saying not to do that. We're all different. But yeah, like I say, I've gone over the muscle. Not a lot of people whose stories that I've been watching have gone over the muscle. Recovery is renowned for being a lot quicker over the muscle anyway, but it's obviously what kind of thing that you're looking for. I'm so happy that he did 460 and moderate profile, because that's what he said from the first consultation. That's what he said he thinks will be perfect for me, and he was right. They are a bit big at the moment, I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm not hating them, God no, I'm loving them, I'm here for them already 100%. But yeah, they are very big, so I'm thinking if I'd gone, you know, a 500, then they would have been too big for me anyway. So, you know, you do have to really trust your surgeon, because the surgeon knows the stuff, you know. And Mr. Sanka is my surgeon's name, and he's just so lovely. Everyone's lovely, like I've got nothing bad. I went in obviously on the Friday, that's when I had my surgery at about 3:30, 4 o'clock. I was so chilled up until that point. I was really doing everything just to relax my mind. I came off my phone, put my phone in the safe that they had, and I just watched like a gardening programme that was just on the TV in my room. I watched a bit of a quiz show, you know, just to completely relax my mind. And then before I knew it, the anaesthetist came up to make sure I got my socks on and things, and to take me down. And I walked down, and we went down this little lift, and there was a room where you can see like the surgery doors are here, and I was in this like little room on this really like thin bed, and that's when they put the IV in. So I've got quite a horrible bruise. It's a little bit sore, but it's not bad. Like at this point, the IV was like the least of my problems, because when I went into that little room, that's when I got really nervous. and my mouth went really dry. So they were talking to me, and it's almost like I couldn't talk properly because my mouth went so dry. And yeah, my palms went all sweaty, and I was just thinking to myself, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? I was so scared. So I had a failed IV, which was this one here. It didn't work, it didn't draw up any blood, so they had to do a second one, which was then fine. The anaesthetist injected me with some morphine first, which made all of like my kidney and back area down to my legs go really warm, and I thought that was the anaesthetic. And then he said to like his little helper anaesthetist person as well, he said, oh, shall we put Sam to sleep now? And she was like, yeah, I think we should. And I went, oh, all my kidneys and back have gone dead warm. And he was like, yeah, that's the morphine. And he went, oh, you'll be going to sleep soon. And I went, I'm going. And that was it, I was out. Before I knew it, I woke up. I had this massive smile on my face. I don't know what that was all about, but my eyelids felt like lead balloons. Like, I just couldn't keep my eyes open. I was so tired, but I was still smiling and thanking them, and yeah, a few jokes and things, because obviously when you're out of it, you're just funny anyway, aren't you? And they'd put the compression machine on both of my legs at the bottom, and I'd just had my blood pressure taken, and I thought that they'd left the blood pressure machines on my legs, which I've never had blood pressure taken from my legs before, but obviously I was well out of it. And I was like, oh, you've left the blood pressure monitors on my legs, I can feel them squeezing. And they were laughing their head off, like, no, that's the compression machine, you've got to keep them on, which I did for all the night, but that didn't bother me, to be honest. It was absolutely fine. I was really sick when I kind of came round, just not puking up, but just feeling really, really nauseous. And when I got back in the room, I'd been in the room a couple of hours, and I kind of started to be, I was sick a couple of times. But yeah, I mean, I'd not ate for like over 24 hours by this point as well. And all the meds that they'd put in me, you know, morphine makes you quite sick anyway. And I was taking, I had Oromorph 2 or 3 times when I was there. I think my last medication was about 1:45, and then I woke up at 5:20 because I really needed a pee, and they wouldn't let me get up on my own because of obviously all the machines that I had on me, the compression, and both the tubes, the draining tubes, were at either side of the bed, so I had to like shout them when I needed to go to the toilet. And kind of when I got up, I did feel a little bit in pain. But it was just sore, kind of like a pulling sensation, and just sore. So she gave me some Oromorph at 5:20 when I woke up, and then I had my antibiotics and things at like 8 o'clock through IV. So yeah, like I was surprised that I'd gone all that time without pain relief. I thought I'd be like pressing the nurse button the whole time. But for me, it's not been pain. Like, there's different sensations going on, like a bit of like suctioning and a few sharp pains all kind of going up into the nipple area, but they're not unmanageable at all. So I'm really happy. What I'm going to do, because I don't want to be chatting too long, if you do have any questions, then by all means, please fire them over to me. I'll love that. And what I'm going to do is do an update in like, I think probably 2 or 3 weeks. So then I won't have these on anymore, and you'll be able to obviously see the shape of them, and I can let you know how I've been. Like I say, it's Tuesday today, I'm back at work on Monday. So I think I'll be absolutely fine. Like, I could probably go to work now, to be honest, because I've got a sit down office job anyway. But yeah, I'm super happy. Like, it's been a great progress so far. Exceeded my expectations. I'm so happy with them. Like, my nipples are like, they're here now, and I don't even think they were that pert when I was 16. So yeah, I'm really, really happy. Could not recommend my surgeon more. Dr. Sanka of the Nuffield Hospital, he is the one, and I can't thank you enough. So yeah, hit the like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you soon with some more boob updates, and I'm probably going to drop some more things in as well. So yeah, take care.